So before I purchased this car, I was online looking at different cars, different models. Usually what I tend to look for is Dodge muscle cars because that's what I'm interested in.
They showed him something that was pretty and really low priced. He went there. They tried to immediately put him into higher priced cars that were newer, better, beyond his budget. When he stood his ground and said, let me see what I wanted to see, they showed him the car and it wasn't what he wanted at all. The most powerful tool you have in consumer law are your legs. Had he walked then, he would have been safe, but he stayed.
Instead of taking me to the vehicle that I originally came to see, they were taking me to vehicles closely resembled to it. So they would ask me a question like, what kind of car are you looking for? Are you still kind of looking at that car? Do you mind if I show you this car? It's a lot newer, there's a lot more features to it. So they kind of like dragged you away from the car you were actually looking at.
Dealers, the salesperson, the negotiation process, the sport of this is that we're not going to leave any money on the table. So if you qualify for a $15,000 loan, what we're going to try and do is get you for $14,995. And whether we do that by selling warranties, or a computer, or a toaster, it really doesn't matter.
Well, since most of the cars were out of my price range, he kind of got to me with the Volkswagen saying that it was near my price range. So it's kind of what you're looking for, but at the same time, it's not exactly what you're looking for.
But the deal with buying a car is that it's a complex negotiation. People think of it as being simple and easy, but it's not. And the person you're negotiating with is a professional. If he's been in this business for any period of time, they are a professional salesperson who understands how to present facts or not present facts and how to motivate you, whether it's frustration or exhaustion or desire to get this really pretty car, how to motivate you to say yes and sign on the dotted line. If you're not a professional boxer, you don't get into the ring with somebody who's a professional boxer. You will get beat down. If you're not a professional negotiator and you deal with a car dealer without being aware of what your limits are and what you're trying to do specifically, you will lose.
Car cost $12,000 some odd dollars, but then plus tax and the gap insurance and everything, which was totaled into it, which was a total of like $13,100.
When he was signing documents, he was signing the electronic signature, but he wasn't shown all the documents. So he applied for a loan and was told that the loan he applied for was 3%, but didn't get it. When he talked to the dealership, he told them he had applied for a loan that was 3% and didn't get it. And they said, we can do that. And he never saw anything else. He just started signing stuff when the process was done. When he went back to his command, he found out that the transaction was actually at 17.24%.
Well, as soon as they saw that I was paying so much for my APR and as soon as my car broke down, it was a big sign that we need to get rid of this car as soon as possible.
It was good that his command intervened because he didn't realize what had happened to him. You don't know what you don't know. And so they were able to highlight the things that helped him to understand what had happened to him. It's a readiness issue. It's more than just satisfaction with the purchase. It's mission readiness.
Obviously, when you think about what kind of situation you're in, you get distracted a lot and you get quieter. You kind of separate yourself from the group.
Leadership exists to serve the people who work for and with them and under them. You have to understand that our junior people are young, and that's a point in which you learn wisdom by making mistakes, and you become better leaders by learning from those mistakes, teaching others to avoid those mistakes, and hopefully not duplicating those mistakes. Every service member, Navy, Army, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, has access to a legal assistance department. And we are trained licensed attorneys who can give them guidance on what a contract is. Contract law is Law School 101. So bring your documents to legal. You can take those before they're signed to an attorney or your command financial specialist and get those documents reviewed. You can do that. And in our office, if you come in with an unsigned contract, we will stop everything and see you, because right then you haven't been harmed yet. Once you've been harmed, it's harder to go backwards. But the main thing my people need to do is start with education, do research, become familiar with the process and the car, so that when you're making this decision, you're not making it on emotion or on need, you're making it based upon the facts that are in front of you. If we could get people to learn before they shop, the market would be a lot different.